Welcome to episode 2 of Bozy Plays Star Citizen. Now we press Y to get out of bed as we're in the hub block of whatever city we've started in, and pressing Y will get you out of any chair. Normal wizard keys to move you about, but we'll take a look at our apartment first. That's the door with the green light on it, and we hold F and left click and the door opens. Now we're in the commons area. We've got a nice view of the city over there, and the exit there is the lift we need to go into. So let's go to the lift, and we need to press the little button on the side of the lift. Again, hold F, tap left click. Now these lifts do work in real time, so if the lift is not currently where we are, we have to wait for it. Again, in the lift, left click on the drop down, find the area you want to go to, and click on that. So we're going to go to the ground floor because there are many floors in these hub buildings. Some have more than others. Now we need to find our way to the train station. So I'm just going to jog to the train station. Whilst here, you can go into other places. That's the spaceport over there. There are shops, there are places to refine materials, places to buy cargo. That's 2 players running around with us. We're all dressed in our newbie gear at the moment. I've just reset my account so I can have a clean experience when making these videos. So here we are heading towards the train station. As you see, there's 2 platforms here. The one on the left is the spaceport, and the one on the right is the perimeter line, which takes you to other places such as a shopping district and the ground hangars where you can spawn ground vehicles. Here is the train station. There currently isn't a train because, like the lifts, these things work in real time. So now we just stand and wait. There comes the train. Get ourselves on the train, and again we just wait on the train as we've got a bit of a train journey ahead. This is one of the shorter train journeys. Area 18 has a much longer train journey, but it has a much prettier train. The planet we're on here is not a nice planet. The air's really bad, and the place treats its people not very well, which is why you'll see NPCs walking around with what looks like plastic bags on their head. Here I'm just waving at people. There are emotes, and of course there is the obligatory dancing emote as well. These can be done off your inner thoughts menu, which I'll cover in another video, or directly by typing into chat. I've hidden the chat here with the F12 key. That toggles the chat on or off. However, if you're not wearing a helmet, you cannot see the chat. F4 does the external view. You have 2 different external views when you're in this first person mode, and one when you're in the ship. So in the ship it is a toggle between first person and the external view. On foot you have 2 external views. Here we are at the spaceport. Everything's well signposted, as you can see. The exit signs on the walls and the floors. That's a map of the train system on this planet. So we're just going to jog now into customs. As you see, the customs area signs have just passed there. I'm going to presume they're going to be scanners in the future, so if you're trying to come in with anything dodgy, the customs guards will notice it and you may get into a spot of bother. Here we come to the ship terminals. These are used for ground and air vehicles depending on what hangar you're next to. This one is going to be to call our vehicle. When it loads, we click on the arrow which is on the right hand side to retrieve our vehicle, then we wait. This panel should tell us where our vehicle is stored. So we're being told it is in hangar 7. We need to remember that because now we have to run to the lifts. Again, signs up above telling us that the elevators to the hangars. Yes, I'm British, so I use the word lift, and here we are at the lift. And again, left F and left mouse to call, and then we get a big list. So we want hangar 7. If we go to any other hangar, it'll either be empty or have somebody else's ship there. And if their ship's closed, you cannot get in it unless they've unlocked it, and by default all ships are locked to the owner. That's our ship on our hood, so we knew by how close we were that we were at the right hangar. Now, On things like the Mustang and other small one-man fighters, if you go to the nose of the ship, just under the cockpit, and hold in F, the bodywork panel around there will highlight and you can click on it and board. This ship I have to come in through holding F and clicking on the rear door, which will come down. I can then walk up the ramp. Make sure I close it behind us to stop anyone sneaking on board, because people can sneak onto your ship and then shoot you while you're flying and steal your ship. So now go to the cockpit and again F and left click and I enter the pilot seat. Now once in the pilot seat, there's something you need to do first. The hangar. There's a big door above me which I'm showing you here. I can't get out the hangar, so I need to press F1 to bring up my Mobiglass. Click on the bottom left icon for my Friends tab. Click on Friends at the top, and there you see Lorville Landing and the little arrow, and I'll start talking with these. Now the hangars will open. You can see the light flooding into the hangar. Sometimes the hangars are straight in front of you, the doors, sometimes they're above. Now I'll wait for those to clear my ship, and I can either power my ship on by holding F and left clicking on power on, then engines on, or by clicking flight ready, or by pressing R. In this instance, I'm just going to press R, and that'll turn on the ship fully. Now we're ready to fly. I just need to hold down the space button, but before that, that circle I'm moving, if it's up in that top left corner or anywhere else, your ship will go that way. So make sure you center that circle on the cross before you take off. Now we take off nicely straight up into the air, clear the hangar. The next thing we want to do is there's a little arrow on the bottom right of your HUD pointing down. That tells me my landing gear is down. You can press N for November to raise and lower your landing gear. So here I go outside with F4, hold down Z to move my camera about, press N, and I'm now ready to go. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed that, please consider liking and subscribing. I've also got my referral code in the description below. If you're new to Star Citizen, you can use this to get an extra 5,000 space bucks when you join. Thank you.